Okay, so we're going to be figuring out today what kind of scale factor we need to use for our architectural model of the Great Pyramid. Some of the questions above here, can you use these to find the area? Finding the area of the base, area of the triangular side, and the volume, we'll be doing tomorrow in class. But let's take a look at these dimensions. We have the height and we have the length of the base. Now the base is a square, so we'll be able to find the area. We know the area of a square. Now this height right here is what we call the slant height. In other words, it's along the face of the pyramid. Just to be clear on that. So let's scroll down where it says apply your scale factor to the length and base of the slant height of the triangle. Show your number model below. Find the length of the base of your model and slant height of the triangle. You may use a calculator. So let's start with finding what's an appropriate scale factor. We had mentioned before that scale factor always has to be multiplied. And if we're going to be shrinking the pyramid so that it will fit on a foam board, we will need to make sure that we use a scale factor that is less than 1. Why don't we try something like 1/10? So let's see. Okay, so if we're going to use 1/10 for our scale factor, let's take this measurement of the base. It's 755.9. We're going to multiply that by 1/10. And what do you get? That's 75.59. Now remember, what are the units we're talking about here? On the picture above, we can see that our units are feet. So our scale model, the length of one of the base would be 75.59, almost 76 feet. Do you think that's an appropriate scale factor to use? I think that's a little bit large. Even if we were to recreate the model of make a model of the pyramid, that would be way too big. Let's try something different. Let's try maybe a scale factor of 1/100th. So let's do 755.9 times 1/100. Now on your calculator, you know that means to take 755.9 and divide it by 100. And for that we get 7.559 feet. Still, I think that is a little bit large for our model. Let's now try something, an even smaller scale factor of, let's say, 1/500. So we're going to do 755.9 times 1/500. This time, we get a scale factor, a base length of about 1.5 feet. That's going to be the one we're going to choose because it will fit on our foam board. Alright, so we have a winner. We're going to use a scale factor of a scale factor of 1/500. Now remember, that's a scale factor that is going from, so we have a scale factor going from the large pyramid to the model is going to be equal to 1/500. Now let's see how that applies to the slant height of the pyramid. The slant height is 480.6 feet. Let's multiply that by 1/500. And remember, on your calculator, that means dividing by 500. So we're going to do 480.6 divided by 500, and I got 0.9612 feet. Whoops, feet. So that's a little bit less than a foot. So your pyramid on your foam board will be, the base of it, one length of the base will be about 1.5 feet, and the slant height will be a little bit less than 1 foot.